What's up, YouTube? Underworld 6667 here, coming at you with an episode of Blunders, as you can tell by the title. I know it's been a long time, and I know I am doing this alone. I'm going to be trying this out. I might bring on another partner just to see what we're doing. As you guys know, Draco DMD has started his own channel that I am helping out with as well, called Draco DMD, coincidentally. He does a lot of gaming stuff over there, so if you haven't subscribed to him, go check that out. You guys know that I've been going through some things if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter. If you don't, check out the channel. There's links there. I think there's links in the description as well. Now, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be discussing the Wave 2 tins that are coming out on the 22nd of November. So we don't have that much time to understand what we're supposed to be looking at from these tins. We're not just looking at reprints. We're actually looking at potential profit to be made. Now, let's go quickly over what is actually in the tins. Of course, you got Red Ox in the Red Ox tin, Diamond Direwolf, Gimmick Puppet, Spellbook of Masters, and of course Magician's Barion's Force thing. Not a big thing. It's not a big tin, I'm not gonna lie, but once again, we're not gonna be discussing what's in the tin because obviously the reprints make the actual cards slightly go down in value. Remember, slightly, because I'll explain that later. But you know, we're gonna be talking about what else you should be picking up because those things should be wanted. The next tin is of course with the Tempest. You got the Gigant X, you've got the Thunder Seahorse, you got the Barion's Force, Barion's Force, and the number 50 Black Ship of Corn. Now, of course, we've got the Diamond Direwolf and Black Ship of Corn. There's not really much you can do with these because they are generic Xyz monsters. However, we are looking at, in one tin, Spellbook of Master. Now, Spellbook of Master is a really great card. It used to be really expensive, so hopefully that will make the actual expensive card, or highest rarity, go down. However, remember, it is a higher rarity, which means people will want to pimp out their decks. This is now a common sort of form, even though it's super. Now, to go along with that, of course you have to think, you can't just play an entire deck with just one card. Even if you buy all 3 tins, you probably still need some extra cards. It's called a Spellbook deck. So, Spellbook cards will now be wanted a little bit more. The deck becomes a little less expensive, so a lot of people want to complete the deck that they have. So, if you're holding on to Spellbook stuff, you might be able to profit a little bit off of that. Now, of course, there are other reprints that I'll be discussing in future videos, so you're not going to be wanting to pick every single piece of the Spellbooks up, but it's a really good idea to pick up some of the key pieces. Even if you can get it for cheap, I mean, a little bit of profit here, a little bit of profit there, didn't hurt anybody. Next thing that you're looking at is Thunder Seahorse. Now, I know a lot of people aren't using Thunder Seahorse because, hey, you know what? It was a fairly hard card to get. It's not expensive by any means, but it wasn't something that a normal player that would be playing a non-meta deck would pick up for no reason. Now that they are super, things like Battery Men, the Mahunter and Sis-Hunter sort of archetype might show a little bit more play now that those are available for a little bit cheaper. Now, the cool thing about Mahunter and Sis-Hunter and Battery Men, they're all really cheap to get, which means you can pick them up for really, really inexpensive, and even if they go up from 25 cents to 50 cents, that's 100% profit. You are doubling your money right there. So, might be a good idea to put a little tiny bit of investment into those low price cards. Now, one of the other big ones is of course Gear Gigant X. Now, one thing that you can look at this is not a lot of Yugioh stuff is being played. However, there is a lot of Yugioh stuff out, as well as Machina support. So you've got Karakuris, you've got gadgets. This card can use all of those. So you're going to be looking at picking some of that stuff up. So that way you can, you know, get rid of it at the same time. Yes, you lost maybe on the Gear Gigant X's that you have. However, the other stuff will push up in a little bit of value because the demand will increase because now that card is available to everyone. So ultimately, you're not looking at complete and utter chaos with this actual tin. Yes, it's not an expensive tin. There's not really expensive, useful, super useful cards in there, but there are still really, really great cards that used to be really, really expensive. Even if you pick up the tin for $20, selling each one of those cards for $5 to $7 a piece, you should be able to pick up a little bit extra profit in the pack opening that you do with the tin. Remember, it's not just these cards in the tins. You also get the packs as well. So if you can make your money back with just the cards that are in the tins, $5 here, $5 there, you still have the potential to make a decent amount of profit. There are some good packs in here, so profit is an option. And, as always, that's the whole point of Binder Blunders, is making profits and not making those binder blunders. Thanks, guys.